Hey, good morning. I'm Darren Holder. We're back at the Hopkinsville, Kentucky Antler Plot. We're about 3 weeks post-planting, and the video we're taking today, I mean, we're not really talking about anything that you can do for 2020, but we're talking about things you can do for 2021. At Winfield United, we always believe that nutrition is a season-long approach, but it starts at the very beginning. Solid dry programs, your nitrogen program being as good as it can be and be as profitable as it can be, but it also is about that early season nutrition that this plant has got to have. Early growing corn plants have to have two primary nutrients above anything else, and that's phosphorus and zinc. Those two nutrients do not move in the soil profile very well, and I've got this little bitty corn plant with a very small root system that explores very little soil. Therefore, there's a benefit to having starter fertilizer underneath this corn. Now, here specifically, we've had pretty decent growing conditions here. It took corn a little while to get out of the ground, about 2 weeks to get out of the ground here, but you can look at the corn behind us, and there's really no difference in stand between having a starter and having a knot. The difference is when you dig it up and look at it side by side and below the ground. And what we see here is we see the benefit. Now what this had, or what this one on your left had, was nothing. No starter fertilizer, nothing put down in furrow with the planter. And on the one on the right had 5 gallons of 1034O, a quart of Ultra Key zinc, and a Synpro at 5 fluid ounces per acre. Now, what I'm getting out of the 1034O, of course, is the phosphorus. Now, the Ultra Key zinc, I have a chelated form of zinc, which is protected so that I have available zinc and it does not tie up with the available phosphorus in the soil. That way, my plant has access to that zinc. And then the Synpro. Synpro is 3 growth hormones that all promote gibberellic acid, which promotes germination, N-butyric, and cytokinin, which promote cell division and cell differentiation. And the benefits I see to that are really a little bit above ground, a little more growth, a little bit wider stalk, a little bit wider leaf, a little bit taller plant, same growth stage today. And then also, but the biggest difference is below ground. I see bigger primary roots, and I see a better secondary root system, which is really going to help me in the long run capture more moisture and more nutrients. They do the majority of the feeding of the plant and the watering of the plant. The big roots are my structure. The small roots, that's what feeds the plant and that's what waters the plants. I encourage you to follow us the rest of the season. We're going to follow this all year long to the end, and we're going to see what does these benefits early, how does that translate into yield at the end? That's always the big question. What's it do for me from a yield perspective? And although I don't see any difference in stand here, I don't see any difference in really a huge difference in size today, we're going to look at this the rest of the year and see what kind of differences we have between now and harvest.